Look, artificial intelligence isn't some future thing. It's here right now. And if we're going to work alongside it, we really need to figure out the rules of the road. Today, we're breaking down 4 essential principles for building a powerful co-intelligence with these new systems.
And seriously, that's not some sci-fi movie plot. This is our reality. From the emails we draft to the creative projects we tackle, AI is a totally new kind of collaborator. So knowing how to partner with it, that's not optional anymore. It's a must-have skill.
Okay, so how do we actually navigate this new relationship? What are the fundamental rules for working with AI, not just treating it like another fancy calculator?
Well, the source material we're looking at today breaks it down into 4 super clear, super actionable principles, 4 foundational ideas to help us master this whole new way of working.
All right, rule number 1. This one sounds simple, but it's actually pretty deep. You've got to invite AI to the table. And that means really getting your hands dirty and just experimenting all the time.
Yeah, I mean, you should be trying to use it for, well, almost everything. Within reason, of course. And why is that so important? Because there's no instruction manual for this thing. The only way to really get a feel for what AI can do, and what it can't, is by using it yourself.
And when you start doing that, you're going to run into this really fascinating idea called the Jagged Frontier. Picture this. It's like an invisible, super uneven boundary line that marks out what AI is good at. Some parts of that line jut way out, showing off these surprisingly advanced skills, while other parts are way back, marking some really unexpected weaknesses.
I mean, think about it. You'd assume writing a complex sonnet is way harder than a simple 50-word poem, right? Well, for an AI, nope. It can nail a complex poetic form, but then totally fumble a simple word count. It can brainstorm incredible creative ideas, but then get basic arithmetic wrong. This whole frontier is completely counterintuitive, and the only way you can possibly map it out is by getting in there and exploring it yourself.
And you know, this whole experimentation thing, it's not just for work tasks. The author of our source material actually used AI to get over his own hesitation about writing his book. So we asked the AI to basically reframe his procrastination as a loss. And wow, it spit out this incredibly powerful, motivating paragraph. Sometimes you just need that slightly alien perspective to kick you into gear.
Okay, so that leads us perfectly into rule number 2. Once you've invited the AI in to help, your next job is to always be the human in the loop.
Now, this gets right to the heart of how these large language models, LLMs, actually work. They aren't thinking or understanding things the way we do. What they are is just incredibly sophisticated prediction machines, figuring out which word is most likely to come next in a sentence. And that simple fact explains their single biggest flaw.
And that big flaw? It has a name: hallucination. See, because the AI's main goal is to give you an answer that sounds good and satisfying, it'll often choose that over an answer that's actually true. If it doesn't know something, it'll frequently just make up an answer that sounds plausible. It's a text prediction machine, not a truth machine.
And that is exactly where you come in. You're the one with the critical thinking to catch those hallucinations. You bring the real-world context, the ethical judgment. And at the end of the day, you take full responsibility for the final result. Your judgment, that's the most valuable, totally irreplaceable part of this entire partnership.
All right, on to rule number 3. Now, this one might sound a little weird at first, but trust me, it's one of the biggest secrets to getting way, way better results from AI.
It's simple, really. If you give an AI a vague prompt, you're going to get a vague, totally generic result back. You have to remember, it's a pattern-matching machine, so it's just going to fall back on the most boring, common text patterns it's seen a million times.
Like, let's say you ask it for some slogans for a new smartwatch, but you don't give it any other info. You'll get stuff like this: your health and fitness partner. I mean, come on, that's so generic, right? It could be for literally any smartwatch out there.
But here's the trick. You can break it out of that pattern. The absolute key is to give the AI a persona, a role for it to play. You give it context, you give it character.
And just check out the difference this makes. The author prompted it again, but this time said, act as a witty comedian. And look what it came up with. The ultimate device for lazy people who want to look like they run marathons. It's instantly funnier, more memorable, more creative. It's just better. By telling the AI who to be, you get it out of that generic rut.
And that brings us to our 4th and final rule. And this last one, it's not just a technique, it's more of a mindset you need to adopt to deal with the insane pace of change in this field.
And the rule is this: you have to assume that whatever AI you're using today is the absolute worst AI you will ever use for the rest of your life. Yeah, as mind-blowing as these things seem right now, they're going to look like ancient relics in no time at all.
And hey, this isn't just some wild guess. Just look at this example. The prompt was simple, a black and white picture of an otter wearing a hat. Back in mid-2022, the best AI spit out, well, what the author calls a Lovecraftian nightmare of fur. Fast forward just 1 year, same exact prompt, and you get, well, a perfect, clear picture of an otter wearing a hat. That leap in just 12 months it's staggering.
Now, the point of this rule isn't to bum you out. It's actually meant to get you excited. It means that everything we're seeing right now is just the very beginning. So it all comes down to this one final, really provocative question to chew on. If this is the worst AI we're ever going to use, just imagine what you'll be able to build with the best one.